Next space we need to work on in this whole house declutter is this guy's room. Oh, buddy. So his nursery is really small, so it gets messy pretty quickly, and then his crib tends to be like a catch-all. He is sleeping in here now at night, so there's like definitely not stuff in here when he's asleep. But during the day, sometimes things get thrown in here, so I need to work on cleaning his room out and coming up with a better organization system in here so it doesn't get so bad. So we're gonna go through this cabinet today. We're gonna go through all his clothes. We're gonna go through all the random stuff. Just try to do a big declutter so that his room is a little bit more functional going forward. But the fun part about this video is that I have to film while he's awake because I'm doing this in his room. So I can't do it during nap time. So we'll see how it goes. I've been noticing when I go to change Sutton's diaper or when I take him out of the bath and bring him into his room to get him ready for bed that this specific dresser drawer has become pretty unruly. So I wanted to take every single thing out of that, get it all out in front of me, and really go through it. I did declutter quite a few things from this, and then I also reorganized everything else back into these drawer dividers.
Outside my window, is everything pale and cold? Can't seem to pick up my phone.
I've talked about these drawer dividers plenty of times, but these are from the Scub line from IKEA, and I really like them. They're very affordable, and they just help to kind of divide out the drawer and make it easier for me to compartmentalize everything that I'm putting back into it. For me, cleaning, organizing, and decluttering all kind of go hand in hand. So while I'm doing all of this decluttering and reorganizing of Sutton's drawers, I'm going to clean everything out and just make sure that we're starting with a clean slate and everything is fresh and dust-free. Something that I really wanted when I was pregnant that I didn't end up buying was one of those changing tables that also weighs the baby and you can wipe down. You don't need any sort of cover over the changing mat. But I decided not to buy one of those. I just felt like it was probably a waste of money, and so far I have not regretted that at all. I've done just fine with my regular old changing pad with a cover. I do have to wash it quite frequently because obviously we're changing diapers right there, so it can get messy, but if you see everybody buying all these super fancy baby items, just know that you don't need every single one of them. At the end of the day, all your baby really needs is to be clean, fed, and have you to hold and love them. So try not to think too much about all of the extras that you see all over social media and kind of in your face all the time. This baby is just growing so quick. I can't believe it. He is going to be 7 months in a couple of weeks, and he's officially grown out of all of his 6-month clothes. So we are moving on to the next size, which means that I need to go through every single clothing item in his dresser. So I took all of the drawer dividers out this time. I felt like maybe I wanted to rearrange them, so that's why I did this. So took them all out, and I'm going through each and every single piece of clothing. Some things were still going to fit him. I had a couple of bigger things mixed in there. And then, of course, I had a bunch of things that were way too small that I would need to clean out of his drawers. And then I had some things that he still has to grow into that I'll end up putting back in there. I've been trying to be better about donating a lot of the baby clothes because we are, I would say, like 99% sure that Sutton is our last baby. So I don't have any need to hold on to these things, but I do like to keep a special bin. And I did that for Carson as well. So I have a bin with all of his little tiny baby clothes from first birthday, first Christmas, first Halloween, first 4th of July, just every single holiday. Or if there was just an outfit that I just absolutely loved on him, I kept it. And I'm doing the same thing with Sutton because I just cannot let go of everything. We do have a basement, so I'm able to store some of the extra stuff. We have the room to do that, but I don't really want to. I don't want to hoard all of this stuff. I don't want to hold on to everything. So there are some things that I did keep, like for example, the special bin, and then I also did keep some other things, which you will see later. I had a bunch of you tell me in the comments of my last decluttering video that you have the same issue with clothes piling up and just having way too much of it, and because you have little kids, they're just constantly growing out of things and switching out of things, and it's a constant uphill battle. But I want to know, aside from clothing, what is the hardest thing for you to keep from cluttering up your home? For me, that is toys, hands down. We just have so many toys coming into our house all the time between relatives and holidays. It's a constant battle. While I was going through this laundry basket full of clothes, I was sorting things into piles. One pile is for clothes that no longer fit Sutton, that were just thrown into that basket. One pile was for clothes he still needs to grow into. And then of course I was also dividing everything out that currently fits him into pajamas, t-shirts, pants, onesies, and things like that, just to keep them all separated and ready to go into the drawer dividers.
A new home for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time.
I think that either the next video in this decluttering series or the one after that is going to be our kitchen declutter, because that work should be starting any day now. So I need to go through that kitchen, I need to pack everything up, and I need to declutter the things that we don't need before the work starts. But if you guys want to see the whole kitchen process, make sure that you're following me over on Instagram, because that's where I'll be sharing everything. I'll probably give daily updates because it's just going to consume our lives for the next month or so.
As I reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out to the sky.
While I took a break from decluttering to feed the baby, I deployed our new DreamBot L10 Pro to do our vacuuming. I have wanted a robot vacuum for years now, and honestly, this is even better than I imagined that it would be. So the first time that I opened this vacuum up, I had it map our house, and you can see in the app right here, there is an extremely detailed map of our environment down to where our couch is, our rocking chair, bed, everything. So the DreamBot L10 Pro knows exactly where it is going, but if you have something out on your floor that the DreamBot is not expecting, it has intelligent object recognition and will avoid that object. I like that because, of course, I want to pick up before I vacuum. I want the vacuum to get into every single nook and cranny, but if I don't get to picking up every single thing off my floor, I don't have to worry because the DreamBot will just scoot around it. I was nervous because the floors in my house are just not level, but the DreamBot glides easily right over each surface and underneath furniture too. The battery life is also super long at 2.5 hours extra long runtime. The DreamBot features an advanced brushless motor cleaning with a suction of 4,000 PA, plus it has 4 different suction modes to meet various cleaning requirements. So for example, as soon as the DreamBot detects my carpet, it automatically increases the suction. This was the dustbin after the very first time I used the DreamBot, and I was shocked at how much it picked up, and I didn't have to lift a finger, which is the best part. The DreamBot will also dry and wet clean simultaneously. It features a 270 milliliter water tank with smart water control for floor protection. Probably my favorite feature of the DreamBot though is the app control. I can tell the vacuum a specific room that I want it to clean for me, and I can select no-go zones that I want the vacuum to stay out of. You can also use Alexa voice control to make it even easier to send your DreamBot off to clean. Our DreamBot has been a literal dream for us, no pun intended. We have just been having it vacuum for us every day, and it keeps the dust way, way down. I've talked in past videos about my struggle with dust, specifically in our bedroom, and having the DreamBot go in there daily has basically eradicated that issue for me. As a busy mom, this makes such a huge difference for my everyday cleaning. If you've been on the fence about purchasing a robot vacuum, now is the time. I will link the DreamBot L10 Pro in my description box down below for you to shop. And I just want to say a big thank you to DreamTech for sponsoring today's video and helping me keep my house dust and hairball free. I find that the baby's room can be really hard for me to keep clean because he's always napping when I'm cleaning. So I always have to do it when he's awake, and I will say he's a much needier baby than my first son was. He really just wants to be in my arms 24/7, which can make getting things done really tricky, especially if he doesn't take a good nap on any given day. There are definitely some days where I get absolutely nothing done right now, and sometimes it can definitely get frustrating when I feel like the mess is caving in on me and I just have so much I need to get done and I can't get the baby to be content doing anything other than being on top of me. But at the same time, I know how fast this phase goes by, and I just try to cherish every single moment that he wants me to hold him. Before I know it, he's going to be so big and he's going to be off to kindergarten like my first son, Carson, is about to be. So I just really want to take in all these moments and cherish them because they're going to go by so fast. I have been trying really hard this summer to let the mess wait and just experience things with my kids. So we've been going fishing a lot, we've been going out a lot, going to the beach, we're going on vacation in a couple of weeks for a few days, and I just want to make sure that I'm really enjoying these moments and having fun and not worrying so much about what a disaster my house is. Once Carson is in kindergarten in the fall and it's just me and the baby home every single day, I'm going to gain back quite a bit of time. So I just want to experience all these moments with my kids while they're still so little before the craziness of school starts. Through all of my decluttering of these drawers, I actually ended up with an empty one. So I'm going to go over to Sutton's closet unit and I'm going to take all of his bath towels out of there so I can place them into the empty drawer in his dresser. And I think this just makes more sense because when I go to give him a bath, it's easier for me to grab a towel from inside of the dresser than it is for me to go and grab one from inside of the closet. Not that it makes a huge difference, but it makes a small difference. So I'm just going to do that because that frees up some space in his closet. This is where we're at so far with decluttering. There's definitely going to be more. We're only at the very beginning, but it feels good to at least, this baby right here is becoming a little bit unhinged, so we're going to have to take a break for a couple of minutes here, but we've decluttered over here. We've cleaned out all of these drawers. This bag is full of clothes that is, I think, going to be his current size, so I just need to go through those and see if there's anything that's in the correct season that we can use. This pile over here are, I think that's 0 to 3 month that somehow got left behind, and then these are 3 to 6 month that need to be packed up, and then these are special things that I like to keep in like a special bin. So I did the same thing for Carson.
I'm starting to get used to it. Think I'll survive. I met you in the summer.
I did another decluttering and organizing video in Sutton's room where I put all of his clothes into these Ziploc bags and I labeled them by what size they were and what type of clothes they were. And I didn't end up loving this system, but because I've already started doing it that way, I just wanted to keep it uniform and do it again. But I think that at some point, when I have more free time, I would love to go down into our basement where we're storing all of this and really go through everything and find an organization system that works a lot better. I do want everything to be divided out by type and by size just to keep it easier for me. And then if I end up donating it or if I end up giving it to someone, it's even easier for them as well to figure out what is what. But just for now, this is the easiest thing that I can do and just want to keep it simple.
I'm just staring at my walls and talking to myself. Now and then I'll try to laugh, but I'll cry a bit as well. I was never any good at being away from you. I met you in the summer. When you left it was cold. Said we loved one another. Guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer. Our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you. I'm so alone. I met you in the
Now I'm just going to walk around and I'm going to pick up all of the random things that have been thrown around Sutton's room and I'm going to find a place for them. I also needed to wash the DockATot cover and the Boppy pillow cover, so I'm taking those off so I can throw them in the wash. But I wanted to get this room fully tidied up. I don't want anything on the floor. This room is just way too small to have bins or laundry baskets or anything sitting around on the floor that doesn't need to be. I knew that there were quite a few things in Sutton's closet that didn't need to be in there, so I'm just going to go in there and grab those things that I know that we no longer need. But there was a lot of stuff that we still want to keep, so I'm not going to empty out this entire cabinet because I know the majority of these things are going to end up back in there.
Cause it looks like you're a fallen angel. And wherever you have been now, baby, I don't wanna know, don't wanna fight.
This closet system ended up being one of the best things that I did when I was designing Sutton's nursery. His room is just so small, so I wanted to take those closet doors off and open the room up, but still have somewhere that we can organize things. And this just worked out perfectly. Plus it's super pretty looking, but I love that it has the drawers and it has the big cabinet. You can customize this so many different ways. When you go on the website for the place that we purchased it from, you can add in your dimensions and they'll design a closet for you, or you can take piece by piece and design your closet yourself. But this system has made organizing Sutton's room so much easier than it would have been otherwise. I honestly don't know where we would have stored these things if we didn't have this.
Cause it feels like we've been falling lately. And wherever we are heading, baby, don't wanna know, don't wanna lie, just wanna stay in this paradise. If only for a minute longer. Just wanna stay in this paradise. Come on, baby.
This is everything I've decluttered out of Sutton's room. I have all these hangers because I like to believe that someday I'm going to be able to hang his stuff, but I don't have anywhere to do that in this house. As you guys know, we have like the closet system and there's just nowhere to hang his stuff. I've actually tried to buy a tension rod to put on like beside his closet unit there so I could hang a couple of things, and it just did not work out. It actually like damaged the wall, so not happening here, and that's fine. So I'm just gonna say goodbye to these because I'm holding on to them for no reason. This is like a play yard fitted sheet that didn't fit anything that I had, so no reason to hold on to it. And then he's no longer size 2, so I have a bunch of size 2 diapers I need to try and give away. And then this picture frame I'm not going to use. Random instructions. I don't know why I need instructions for like a snuggle me. But yeah, there's just tons of stuff like nursing related things in here. We're no longer nursing, so we don't need those. And then there's like stained onesies and just a whole bunch of stuff. So all this is leaving Sutton's tiny room, so that feels really good. He is over me filming today, so he's a little bit cranky right now, but his crib is all cleared out. This is all organized. All of his drawers are nice, ready to go. We've got pajamas up here, socks, onesies. And then in here we have one-piece outfits, t-shirts, overalls, shorts, pants. These are like jackets, and this is like a Patriots, like a football uniform or something. And then we have a couple sleep sacks down here. This drawer is all of his like grooming, diapering, extra overnight diapers, just all that type of stuff. And then we have in here all of his towels and washcloths. And then down below, these are things that he can still grow into. In his cabinet, kind of thinned out what was in here, so we still have a bunch of shoes for him to grow into, some extra space over there. These are blocks, toys, bath toys, books, and then some more toys he can use at some point. And then that is like my stuff because I don't have anywhere to store those things, so that's just where they are for now, but ideally not forever. And then we have all of his swaddle blankets, which we use for like just regular blankets now. And then these are, you know, spit up birth cloths. We've got bibs. Probably don't need this anymore, but I'd rather give it away than, I don't want to throw it out, so I'm gonna hold on to it for now, but I'll probably give that away. And then this is extra blankets. This goes to the boppy pillow, so that's an extra boppy pillow cover. And then in here we have, I'm going to put his other carrier in here, but we have like the baby Bjorn, and then I do have another one that he despised that I'm going to try and sell because it was really expensive and nice. And then water wipes, and then down here we have all his extra diapers. His books are over here. We've got this little doorway jumper that we got from a friend recently, so we're gonna try that out. His chair looks a mess, but that's because I'm washing the DockATot right now and the boppy cover, so they're just sitting on there for now, but they won't stay there. It's a quilt his grandmother made, and then his little bathtub, lamp. I just put this out. This was Carson's mobile when he was a baby, and it kind of like projects stuff up here, and it's just cute. So I put that out for him. He likes it. Are you ready for me to be done?